Hi, my name is Sam, from What Does College Have to Do with It? And that's kind of my take on a lot of people don't put time and effort into their look when they're in college. They're busy, they work, school, but I'm going to show you guys it doesn't take a lot of time to look awesome and do all this stuff too. As you can see, I just got out of the shower, hair's wet, no makeup. I have far from perfect skin. I have extremely oil, acne-prone skin, which is fantastic. Thanks, Mom and Dad. But it is getting better as I get older. Unfortunately, I still have the scarring from when I was younger. So kind of, I have to have something that's got a lot of coverage. And the foundation I use, because I'm a mineral person, I do not like liquid foundations. I just find that there's a lot of things on the bottle you can't pronounce, and if you can't pronounce it, you probably shouldn't put it on your face. It's kind of my rule of thumb when it comes to makeup. So I actually use Lucy Minerals, and there is no reviews on this yet on YouTube or how to do it, like application tips. So I want to do one of these videos today. I love Lucy Minerals. I mean, as far as a mineral makeup that has amazing coverage, you can't find anything else like this, and you literally need like the tiniest amount. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and this is the OCC, so oil control with calcium carbonate, I think. Foundation. It comes in a 10 gram network jar. It's about 14 bucks, so good deal. You can get a lot of freebies too. If you spend over 25 or over 40, you get a free blush and foundation. That's what I did, but all mine disappeared because my mother and sister came over and they love it too. I've got them hooked. It's very easy to get addicted to. I've probably spent way more money than I needed to there the last couple weeks, but I've been using it about 2 weeks now and I have no acne on my face now. I used Bare Essentials for 5 years previous. I never went a day without one blemish on my face, and now it's all healing. Like even this spot over here, everything's just healing. And it's incredible. I'm like, want to cry about it. I'm so excited. But so the first thing I do is because you only need a little tiny amount. And I'm kind of grossed out about like using the lid of a foundation jar to swirl your brush in, because you get oils on your skin even if your skin's freshly cleaned, and then you put it back in there, and then every time you're putting more oils on your skin. So I always use, and I wash this out every day, a little Tupperware thing. I found this works perfect because it's big enough to fit your brush down in. And so I pour literally the tiniest amount, and I kind of like spread it out so I like tap on it, and I'll let you guys see, like that's how much I use on my whole face. So I mean, it's not a lot like whatsoever. Bring this down a little bit so I can see better. Now what I do is I use their flat topper brush, which is absolutely incredible, and I love it. I brought all their brushes because they're like dense and they're just fantastic and so soft, and they don't leave fur behind like Bare Essentials do every time you do your makeup. So this is the flat topper brush, and I just dab it in there, just to get a little tiny bit, tap it off, and then I just dot it all over my face, just stippling. And I do layers of it because I kind of like having the control. I'm going to use a mirror over here because I can't really see that well. But I like having the control of being light layers so I can decide when I want to stop, which I think is important. So I'm going to do a little more, and I'm just going to dot it on. And then I'm going to kind of buff a little bit over here. And you can do different areas of your face, different coverage. Like right underneath my eyes, I don't need a lot. Well, I don't usually have dark circles. Now I do because I can get the eyeliner off, but I usually have pretty good under eye circles. Around my jawline and on my cheeks, I usually apply a little more. My forehead, I just do a light layer. And I kind of rotate between stippling and between buffing it in a little bit, which I think is a good combo. Because you do want to buff this into your skin. And the key to Lucy Minerals is to use a tiny bit. You will look like you're wearing a mask if you use a lot. And to let it heat up. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. Like, I let it sit on my skin for like 5 minutes so that it has time to warm up to your skin, and then you kind of buff over it again to get rid of like any pores, lines, or any parts that didn't match the rest of your face, which is rare because Lucy Minerals is incredible. But just in case, buff over it again kind of helps. Okay, so this is my first coat, and I do 2 coats because I do need a little bit of a heavier coverage. And I'm going to do my eyelids. This is kind of like an eyelid primer. I do use the Urban Decay Primer Potion when I apply my eyeshadows. If I know I'm going to be out late, or I know it's going to be a long day, like I'm working 11 hours, then I definitely apply it because I know it's going to crease. But on a normal day, I just kind of apply Lucy Minerals foundation over my eyelids, and I find that acts as a really good primer. Evens out your skin tone. Okay, now as you can see, my skin's pretty much all evened. The spots that aren't, I use their concealer brush. Brand new, they're still all in their cases. Love them. I've been using Bare Essential brushes to apply. It doesn't really work as well as the Lucy Minerals brushes. So this is kind of flat-sided concealer, and I dab a little bit of Lucy Minerals on it, and then kind of cover a couple spots. I don't have too many, but I kind of like going back over it. Or on my nose, kind of bring down the redness that, most people typically get around there. And really rub in the concealer too, because if you just kind of dab it on there and then let it sit on top of your skin, it tends to look a little cakey. Oh, and pardon the mess in the background. I live with like 3 guy roommates, so it's always a mess in here. And this is the only room that has decent light through the window, so this is where I picked this room. Another key to applying Lucy Minerals is to really well exfoliate, because it will accent any areas of dryness if you don't. So I always exfoliate with a drug. I can talk. A glove. I buy mine at Walmart, just like a face exfoliating glove. And I always exfoliate before. I'm going to apply this right under my eyes with a tiny brush. Okay, now I'm going to let this warm up. So I've let my makeup kind of sit for about 5 minutes while I talk to you guys about all the different products. So I'm going to pour a little bit more, because I do like to do a second layer of this, just to kind of give me a little bit more coverage. I might stop doing that once all my spots are, my acne scars are gone, which using lemon juice, and they're slowly fading, so yeah, use lemon juice on acne scars, they do fade. Something I found that works really well. So I'm going to bring back my mirror. I'm just going to kind of do a little bit more concealer. I've got, a couple of really stubborn spots. But what's great is when I used to wear Bare Essentials, I used to apply a liquid foundation pretty much all over my face underneath Bare Essentials, because I couldn't get any coverage. I would like layer it on and look like a cakey mess, and I still was not getting any coverage. This is all I need, is the Lucy Minerals, and then I'm done. So now I'm going to stipple a little more on. And I have fairly large pores in my nose, so I always like to really blend it in my nose. And now I'm just kind of blending all over my face. I want this to be really... If you pack it in there and you do light layers, it will not come off to save your life. It won't transfer. I mean, I'm a nanny, and I run after 2 kids all day, and this stuff does not come off. And it's 100 degrees here too, so it just stays on your skin no matter what you're doing. Okay, so I'm done with my foundation. You can see it's all even. You know, it's a little lighter. I tend to pick a little bit lighter shade just because in the winter I get so light. Really, really light. So I kind of took to pick, what bitches, I kind of tend to pick a lighter shade just because I know that I can warm it up with some blush. That's what I'm going to do. As soon as I apply my finishing powder, sorry, it's going to keep going dark. As soon as my finishing powder, take a little bit. And I'm using the lid on this one because I need to buy more Tupperware, so I'll wash the lid when I'm done. But you can see it's tiny, tiny little bit. And I'm using the blush for this. And I'm just kind of going over really lightly. And a lot of people will be like, oh, you didn't cover the spot for it. It's a mole. So, I actually typically tend to leave it uncovered. Kind of like it. Makes me different. So I've applied my light layer finishing powder. This will keep me matte, no shine for probably about 7 hours. Then I blot, and I typically don't reapply it. I don't carry makeup with me usually, so that's probably why. Especially at work, because they tend to get into my bag, the kids, and that would be bad. So I typically don't take makeup with me. Even when I don't reapply it, it still looks fine after I blot. So now I'm going to apply the blush. I'm going to use the same brush. And this stuff, you have to be really light-handed. It's highly, highly pigmented. I'll show you guys how much I use. Like, really tiny, tiny about. And I'm just going to take it and kind of swirl my brush in there. And then I'm going to apply it. This I do need my smaller mirror for. I don't trust myself enough to use the camera. Apply it right on my cheekbones and smile and get my outfits on my cheeks. So do a cheesy smile, that's what I always do. So you can definitely see where the apples of your cheeks are. And then I kind of, because this is kind of brown based a little bit, use it to shade the either side of my nose. Kind of make it look a little skinnier. I have an Italian nose, I have a fairly wide nose. Now this is without going to my eye makeup, no makeup on. But this is my foundation routine. I also have their charcoal eyeliner, which I love, which I'll do a little tutorial on. It's really amazing, easy to apply. I have a couple other ones of their brushes. I have the liner shadow brush, which is great for applying any kind of eyeshadow as an eyeliner. Really angled small, and then the dense angled shadow. Like, you can pack so much shadow on with this. Love it. I also have one of the, I know I'm going to butcher this by saying Ambrosia lip balm and Mia Rose, and it's kind of like a, I mean, because I have skin that is light, but yellow base. It's kind of like a pretty red, a little bit of pink undertones, more red on me though than anything. So that's how I apply my foundation. I totally encourage you trying Lucy Minerals, lucyminerals.com. Free shipping, no tax, it's limited time only though, so order now. And I hope you guys liked the video. Thanks!